It is the 7th of March 2017 and Nathan Douglas Day is about to wake up. There we go. Good morning, Nathan. Nathan gets out of bed and straight into the bathroom to have a shower. Yesterday was Monday and Nathan forgot to wash his hair, so he does that today instead. Nathan dries himself off after the shower and then puts on some clothes. Once he is dressed, he walks into the kitchen and makes himself some breakfast. This morning's breakfast is some muesli with juice because Nathan is not a large grass munching baby and 2 hot crust buns is supper. After breakfast, Nathan walks back into his room to survey the damage that his suits have caused to his wardrobe. As expected, his patchy repair job didn't last very long, but it did last a lot longer than he thought it would. Nathan looks in at what he can do to fix it a bit more permanently. The screw that was holding the whole thing up has stayed embedded in the wood, but the rail came down anyway. Maybe it's time that Nathan got rid of some of the suits that he never wears. He looks around for his electric screwdriver, but can't find it on the floor, so he looks for it in his toolbox, but it's not there either. He'll just have to use a regular screwdriver. Once he got the screw out, Nathan heads back into the shed to grab a hammer and some nails, and hopefully these will hold it in place better. After that, he puts the rod in place and then gently hammers a nail in the underside so he knows where to put one. But he can't hammer it in today because Maddie is sleeping at the other end of the house. Nathan decides that today will be the day of handyman jobs, so he goes outside to continue the work that he started in episode 15. It wasn't explained very well because there wasn't a narrator, but he is making a sign to go out the front so that people know what number the house is. But he realises that he needs his handyman uniform on, so he goes back inside. He picks up the coveralls from the ground and then remembers that today's Tuesday, and Nathan Douglas Day wears suits on Tuesdays. Because it's so hot, he decides that he probably won't survive wearing a suit jacket and pants, so he puts on a shirt and tie underneath his coveralls instead. Nathan puts on some thick orange socks and then his boots. And then tops off the look with a very attractive hat. Nathan goes back outside and with his new saw, which is nice and sharp, he cuts a bit of wood off an old skirting board he found in the shed. He tries to nail the bit of skirting board to the post, but it's too hard and he just bends the nail. And Joel gets on. Nathan is getting very hot wearing so much clothing and sitting in the sun, so he lets Joel do all of the work. Once everything is attached, Nathan takes the post down the driveway and finds a spot for it to go. The first spot is too far from the road, so he puts it much closer and then bashes it into the ground. He gives it a water to help it grow big and strong and then bashes it some more. Once that is done, it's time to get ready for work. Nathan goes back inside and takes off his handyman uniform, puts on his Coles uniform. Nathan attacks his beard with a comb and then put on a tie because it's Tuesday. Then he takes off his sweaty handyman socks and puts on some stripy business socks and then his work shoes. Nathan has to go straight to tennis after work and then straight to the shops after tennis, so he puts everything he needs in a bag and then leaves for work. Nathan works for 3 hours and nothing exciting happened except that Amy said, "I like your tie." After work, Nathan thought he needed some energy, so he popped into McDonald's and got a double cheeseburger, which he immediately regretted. He got changed and then played tennis, but he wasn't playing so well because he had McDonald's in his belly. He forgot to charge the GoPro before he left, so he could only get a few shots of tennis. His team still won though, and Nathan was happy with that. After tennis, Nathan went back to Coles to buy the things he could imagine himself eating in the following week. While he was there, he ran into some of his favourite customers and they talked about filming and living on large acreages and other stuff, and then Nathan went home. Once he got home, he put the shopping away and got straight into bed because he spent too much time in the sun and still felt weird after the McDonald's. Good night, Nathan Douglas Day. So he puts on a shirt. Oh man.